On the morning of March 4th, I saw this post by the NBA on ESPN, and my first thought was, I've never heard of this before in my life. I've never heard of this. If anything, the Lakers have been playing depleted teams. Now, before I provide the proof that this is, in fact, not true, let me just ask people, had you ever heard of this? Now, I know fanboys are going to pretend that they've heard of it, and you people are just like mentally ill. Like, you will pretend that you knew something as soon as the media puts it out into the media and be like, oh yeah, that's right, that's true. I mean, there's honestly something very, very wrong with you. Look at this poor woman. She's like, get me away from all of these feminine men participating in a public circle jerk. Now, the mentally ill LeBroners set aside, I'm asking the rest of you basketball fans, had you ever heard of this? Like, this is just ESPN lying for no reason. What is Luka talking about? But now let's get to my proof. This post came out the morning of March 4th. That night, they would play the Pelicans. But since this came out the morning of March 4th, they must be referencing what the Lakers have been facing in their most recent previous games, particularly since Luka joined the Lakers, since this is Luka realizing that players return from injuries in order to face the Lakers. On February 25th, the Lakers played the Mavs. Davis didn't play. Lively didn't play. Gafford didn't play. No one returned from injury to play. Not only did no one return from injury in order to play against the Lakers, they were still out 3 of their main components. This is the opposite of what ESPN is selling you. February 27th, against the Timberwolves, no one returned from injury to play against the Lakers. In addition, Gobert and Ingles didn't even play. February 29th, no one returned from injury to play against the Lakers. Brown, Eubanks, Mills, and Powell all didn't play. March 2nd, Lakers versus Clippers again. Once again, Patty Mills doesn't play. Powell returns. Is this what you're talking about? One person, and depending how you feel about Powell, I know he's trending with certain people, but I don't think he's listed as one of the major faces in the league. But Powell returned. One person returned in all of those most recent games. Now, was that overwhelming evidence that I just provided still not enough? I mean, we all know that with fanboys, nothing will change your minds because you don't live in reality. But I can keep playing this game. We can go back to the previous games. You want to go back to February 22nd against the Nuggets? No one returned from injury. I went and checked the Nuggets schedule. They were at full strength the game before. They were at full strength against the Lakers. That's really the only thing different, is that the Nuggets weren't depleted. In all of these other examples, the teams have been not only not having people return, but have been depleted. Must I break down the Blazers game? Fanboys, I know you stopped listening a long time ago. The Blazers had a bunch of players out, including DeAndre Ayton, including Matisse Thybulle, including Jabari Walker. Out of 7 games, only one player returned, and that was Powell, and that was for 1 game. All the other examples, every team has actually been depleted, with the exception of the Denver Nuggets, and even in that case, no one returned to the lineup from injury. Now, I'm sure LeBron fans, now that I've proven that this was a lie, are saying, well, what's the big deal? Why are you even concerned about this? Maybe some of the rest of you are even saying that. Well, why aren't you concerned? This is how things spiral down into the abyss when you just allow news agencies to lie for no reason. And then they just keep doing it, and they keep doing it, and lying becomes the norm. Now, this post came out before the Lakers played the Pelicans, but hey, let's go ahead and include the Pelicans. If you're trying to talk about Zion Williamson has been in the lineup for the Pelicans since January, so you don't get to count him. In addition, 5 Pelicans were on injured reserve, including DeJounte Murray. I leave you with 3 questions. Why does ESPN make shit up? 2, why are you fanboys okay with it? Why do you like consuming and repeating lies? Why doesn't it bother you? 3, why doesn't it bother the rest of you?